Well, hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to a wild SJ hanging out in the bus, having having a grand old time. I just had this whole crazy moment happen. So, over the next few days, my wonderful associate slash coworker slash boss babe, Black Hexagon, she and I are traveling back to Las Vegas because we couldn't get enough. Turns out that there is an AI conference happening. It's called Imagine AI Live, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me see. Imagine AI Live 24. I'm gonna put the link in the chat so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So I feel like it was a few months ago now, I had started to get more involved in the AI community on X, listening into their spaces, meeting some different people. I ran into this woman named Jessa, and Jessa started a woman's collective called Femularity, and it's like a mastermind group. And part of this group, or I guess part of the idea of the group was to actually get women together to hang out, talk about, their challenges with AI, their struggles with the tools, and, what it is that they're trying to do. And just, excuse me, just providing different answers and different methods for utilizing AI in general. And I was really drawn to it. And one of the events that she wanted to do was have a meetup at this AI convention. And I thought, how cool would that be to actually, not only get to go to this seminar, but meet people in real life that I've met, through the AI community on X. So I let Black Hexagon know about it, and she and I both have joined the Discord and went to there was some online meetings with this group and learned a bit. Jessa, actually, I featured her a couple different times on my own channel. So there's a couple of Woman Crush Wednesdays where you'll see her, and she showcases how she utilizes ChatGPT to just do the most amazing things that I never even would have thought were possible to utilize ChatGPT for. So really cool, super exciting. I was getting, the whole reason this is happening is because I was getting ready to go. But part of my plan was I have two different items that have been gifted to me that I wanted to do an unboxing video. And right now is the perfect time to do something kind of epic looking in the desert, because it's just the beginning of spring. We've had a lot of rain here in Southern California, and that means that the desert blooms are just gorgeous and popping off right now. So I was like, well, let me, get all my things together, and I'll get out of here and I'll get dressed real cute, and I'll, do my makeup. And then by the time the sun is setting, I'll be able to, stop the car. I should be in Joshua Tree by that point, and I can do this awesome, like, unboxing video while the sun is setting and make it look all epic. And part of the reason I'm staying in Joshua Tree is I wanted to see the sunrise tomorrow. And in the middle of me getting ready and getting all this stuff together and being in a rush, I realized that I'd forgotten to do several things, including something that I needed to do for RG's is going to have a show tonight. So Chatting with the Captain is in about an hour, and he's going to have Mark from the Forge on. Once more. This is for like updates, and there's a really big cool announcement that they're going to do, so definitely check that out later. But I was just like, oh, it's all scatterbrained, and then I realized I can just do it in the morning. I can just do a beautiful sunrise unboxing opening type deal. So that's what I'm going to do instead of rushing around and trying to get out of here and trying to just, beat the traffic's crazy right now too. I don't know what I was thinking trying to leave at 5:00, y'all. No. So I had intended yesterday, when I streamed about the LP farming, I had intended to also give some life updates, but we really went deep into that LP farming video. So if you are interested in learning how to do that, check that video out. Also, just booked it on Saturday, this coming Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I will be going over that video with RH Max. And that was really my original intention. I didn't plan to do what I did yesterday. I just thought it would be a good kind of intro, and hopefully I would know what kind of questions I need to ask Max when I get on with him. And then if any of you had questions or answers for me, then I would either, know a little bit more once Max and I sit down, or, sit down and have our stream together about it, or I'd be a little more prepared to know, okay, like this is why I'm taking these steps. So you guys can check that out Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific time on Max's channel. We're going to go over it very slowly. It's going to be basically an LP guide for noobs, because that's what I am. And I'm hopeful that it will be useful for people like me who've never done anything like that and just wanted to share that. So let me see what's up to the chat. What is up, chat? Ding, 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 ding. Hello, Chef. Hello. What's up, DJ and Dougie? Good to see you. Operation Shutdown. That's what it's all about. Richard is the GOAT. 110%. And we'll get into that in a second. Hextra T-chairs. And we got Hex Fetty up in here. And Omar Ayala. Hello. And hello to everybody watching on X and Facebook. And Facebook. Facebook here and X. That's where I'm streaming right now. What else? What else, everyone? Richard's the GOAT. Richard is the GOAT. He is still the greatest man in crypto. Still. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen when the green candles come, because they are coming. It's inevitable. I can't remember exactly how RH Max put it on his own show the other day, but he said something along those lines, and I agree wholeheartedly. It is definitely difficult. I think probably right now. And okay, so as someone who's never gone through a bull market before, but I've heard tale of this. I've heard stories. I've heard over the years a lot of different takes on the emotions that we go through and the difficulty and the impatience and all of that, right? So as someone who's experiencing all of this for the first time, I get it. I feel it. I'm absolutely feeling what's the word I'm looking for? In part, disbelief, right? Because it feels like the winter will never end. The winter is forever. We will never see the sun. It feels that way, right? Sometimes it'd be like that, right? So I'm feeling that for sure. But at the same time, seeing the run up in Bitcoin, seeing this little pump in Ethereum that, just went up and down, and then seeing all these crazy meme coins doing what they're doing, it's like everyone is kind of sitting on edge. I think that's a good way to put it. That's kind of the feeling I'm trying to describe, is everyone is just on the edge of their seat, waiting or not waiting to do things, right? I feel like there's a lack of the patience that we have had for the last 3 years has not just worn thin, it's gone, right? Like, tell me in the chat if that's what I need to have one of those how people do like this thing in the chat. If you're like Westcott does pretzels or something, I'm sure. What should I do? What should I crowns? How about you put a crown in the chat if you're feeling what I'm feeling? Because I've seen, especially I follow. So I'm gonna post her link in here because I like doing that. Steak Hex 5555 is Hexlena's handle. And nobody knows who this person is. They're very anonymous. However, we do know that they have known Richard personally, from what I understand, for a very long time, and ran in the same circles as him, from what I understand, or from what I've gathered, and are very loyal, very RH maximalist, right? For deals, for, the way that he does things, and has always come to his defense, is constantly trying to be a peacemaker, is all of the time putting out great information. So Hexlena, I feel like, to me, has been another voice of Richard's in a way, you know. And some people think it's Richard, but I don't. I used to, and I don't think it is anymore. I don't believe that narrative. But it's really great when you have someone in the community such as Hexlina, who is a constant reminder of why we're all here in the first place. And okay, so I mentioned this yesterday a little bit. Don't get me wrong, gains are great. But I believe most of us are here, or were attracted to this ecosystem in particular, because of the message behind it, because of freedom of speech and freedom of movement. Because we want something better for our lives, for our families' lives, for our children's lives. We're here to make a difference. I strongly believe that there is a huge number of folks that are on that same page with me. Because honestly, for me, if it was just about the money, I don't think I'd be here. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you, spending my time and energy talking to 140 people I may or may not know, right? I mean, like everyone in my chat right now, with the exception of someone who, not two people who just came into the chat, I've never met you. I don't know you, right? But I feel akin to you. I feel that we have a similar cause. We have similar beliefs, right? We may not have all the same beliefs, right? You may be of some sort of religion or something, or, you know, feel some type of way about some certain thing. But in the grand scheme of things, I believe that most of us want to see a change for the better in the world. And a lot of us are doing something about it and trying to be a part of that change. Like Richard said the other day, what a beautiful tweet that he had, that he mentioned, you know, being the change in the world and doing something. You know, he was like, get out there, go do something, right? I can't remember, it was a little bit different than that, but you know, get to work, I think is what he said. So I've been getting to work. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 years, is working in this ecosystem. I purposefully decided to not take a day job, and because my path has been such that I moved away from that anyways. Like I was doing side gigs, I was doing acting, I was actually doing liquor sampling at one point. You know, I was just doing all these little like side jobs and temp work so that I wouldn't have to like slave away at a 9 to 5 for someone that I didn't know and didn't want to, you know, invest my time and energy and money into. You know, so I was already on the path to personal freedom in that way. Whether, I mean, although that's not brought me financial freedom yet, you know, that's again part of why I'm here. Just a piece of it. Because if that's all it was for, trust me, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this. So I'm gonna say hello to the chat again. Just read what's up going on. Yeah, crowns in the chat. I like it. That's gonna be my thing now. Let's put some crowns in the chat. Hextra teacher said, I just listened to his Christmas message again. Reinstills the patience and confidence. Very true. In fact, I'm gonna find that. Let's link Richard's Christmas message. Richard. Oh, actually, it's on my channel. YouTube.com. Let's go to my channel. Since I so lovingly put that out. Videos. Wonder if I can find it easily. Probably not. I didn't make a good cover. Yes, I did. Here it is. Okay. Richard Hart's Christmas message. So if you haven't seen this for whatever strange reason, you definitely should watch it. If you have seen it, watch it again. I think that's the best advice from that I can give right now is read over Richard's tweets. If you feel like he's abandoned you or like has just left us behind or something like that, I totally disagree. He's not gone anywhere. He's busy working. He's busy getting stuff done. He's busy working on defeating the SEC, being the only one to really dig into all of that and put his heels in and say no, right? And not allow them to come against him in such a way, right? So we'll see. we'll see what happens. But let me go back over here. Operation Shutdown with the Crowns. Drix, you're one of those folks that I I almost was gonna say I've never met anyone in this chat, but I've met Drix a couple times. Real awesome human. He took pictures at both the events that he's been to. I think actually every event he's been to, he's brought his camera. Fantastic photographer, coming from a photographer. Really great at the way he just captures the moment and the essence of everything. I really need to get into like, well, there's so much work I have going on, and part of, hey, if you're out there and you like doing videos by any chance, video editing, putting shit together, and you love the community and you, out of the kindness of your heart, would like to do something for us, I could use some help with doing some videos. So if there's anyone out there that has the time or energy to come alongside and do a video or two for us, I would just appreciate that so very much. I'll pay you in NFTs that I've made for the PulseChain tour. That would really help me because I've got so much on my plate right now. Most of it is the NFT work. I've got still like 8 to 9 NFTs from last year I'm trying to catch up on, because every date we did, every place we've been on tour, we're going to have an NFT like backlog for everywhere we went last year. And then of course, everything we're doing going forward, which y'all, the collaborative NFTs that I do are fire. And the next one is ridiculous. Like not to toot my own horn, but toot. Every time I do one, I get better at what it is I'm doing. And I love how they've developed and they've just become this whole other monster. And this one in particular is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm working with Drac, who did the Tang Talk. And so he and I have collaborated. I'm doing the art and he's doing some crazy something with the metadata. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's going to be really awesome. If you want to free mint it on April 5th, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, Friday, April 5th. We are doing a free mint Friday. If you happen to have the Orange Juice Everywhere NFT that I did, and I don't know what the other qualifications are, but the Orange Juice Everywhere NFT, you can find that on pulsechaintour.com/NFTs. You can find it there. There are still some left, so you have a chance. But you can either get that, if you get that NFT or have that NFT already, you have a chance to free mint this new NFT with Drac. Once the free mint is done, there will be some up for sale. And of course, all of those proceeds go towards the tour and our costs and helping us get from place to place. So real quick, since I'm on that note, Utah is April 13th. If you didn't know or don't know, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell the kids, bring your neighbors. Bring your no coiner friends. That one's going to be really fun. In fact, part of the reason I'm doing the collab with Drac is he's going to be there. He and Brad are going to speak about Tang Talk. Hexray Vision's going to be there. Fashion Coder's going to be there. Donovan Jolly's going to be there. Captain RG3 is going to do his speech. Black Hexagon, myself, and Fashion Coder are going to be on a panel. We are going to talk about Web3. There's going to be AI. It's going to be a whole vibe. So please come to Utah if you are in and or around that area. And then Canada on the, getting sexy over here. Canada on May 4th. May the 4th be with you, and may Canada be beautiful and lovely that time of year. We're going to Vancouver on the 4th of May. So those two events are up. Tickets are available on pulsechaintour.com. We started doing Tour Talk Tuesdays. So I believe tomorrow we're going to do another one of those, hopefully. Because like I said, Black Hexagon and I are going to this AI event. And it starts tomorrow, but I don't think there's anything during the time we'd be doing our tour talk. So that's going to be a blast. All right, let's continue down the line. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see. CI says the day fly things, the sun goes down and never comes back. It only lives through half of the cycle. What Richard created is set to survive longer than only a belief like Bitcoin. It's math. It's math which rewards the holders. I see your other comment here. Cool. Hi, Inviting Freedom. Hello. I wish I had that clip of D-Raj singing your name because I'd play it right now. Hexerciser says, what's up, SJ? I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Hexerciser. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Hello, Chef. Hello. The camera's too high. Your camera's too high. I'm a little little worried about April 13th, not gonna lie. People are used to dopamine, fast food, drugs, sugar, instant gratification. This game here is different and anti-fragile, if you understand. Very true, 100%. That dopamine, today I was working on a TikTok type video for our Utah event, and I sat there scrolling through TikTok trying to get ideas because I was like, okay, well, what's trending right now? What's flashy? Like, what works? And I got sucked in. It seems like some of the things that work, that get people hooked are all of these like, and of course it's different, right? Everyone's algorithm's different. Everyone's going to see a different set of things. But what I'm seeing a lot is they're captioned in such a way that it makes you want to watch the video, and then you watch the stupid video and it never gets to the thing that you think you're going to see with the caption. You know what I'm talking about? Have you guys seen these things? Like one I saw today was like police officer, nearly loses job for arresting undercover FBI agent. And I lost minutes of my life watching through 3 or 4 different sections of the stupid video to find the part where you actually find out that this guy's an FBI agent, and there is nothing. There is not. It doesn't happen. So it was infuriating. I was just like, this is so dumb. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to put some content out there and hook, like bait, what is it called? There's a good word for it. It's bait something, some kind of baiting, baiting people about it, because it's just not like that's not cool. Like, I mean, it's fun. Okay, it can be funny, right? When Hexo does things like that, or Abit did, oh, Richard's gonna talk to me. Oh, Richard's here. Like things like that. That can be funny. I've done that. I'm guilty of that. But I feel like there's like a line that you kind of draw, because when we do things like that and it's about Richard, it's it's a little different, right? Because it's like we do have a point, and we are going to talk about Richard and bring him up in some type of way. I didn't want to actually go this long tonight because I know other people are streaming right now that you may or may not want to watch, so I'm not going to be mad if my numbers go down. I think Pulse Mafia, how funny that I can think of, Randy Hilarski, love that guy, is live, as well as someone else that I'm a big fan of, but I can't think of right now. It was like 2 really positive. Oh, Lit's live right now too. So I'm sure there's some good stuff going on. But I'm gonna keep going. Why not? Why? I got all dolled up for no reason. I was like, I just, I feel cute. Let me go on stream. I do that sometimes. Sometimes it'd be like that. All right. What else we got here? Water is the element of change. Very true. Inviting freedom. I'm not gonna put that on screen, but yeah, girl. Yeah, crowns and chocolate and saluting. I salute all of that right there. I love chocolate. I really do. Sometimes go through RH videos from 2016 to 2021. It's educative. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's very little that Richard has put out that's not educational. Most of what he has done for most, and I feel, I don't want, a part of me doesn't want to say this because it sounds kind of like cringe, but then another part of me is like, but that's how I feel, so I'm just gonna put it out there. I feel robbed, you guys. I also feel like what's the word I'm looking for? I took for granted. I think so many of us took Richard for granted. Especially like I feel like I really did, because the first 6 months of learning about Hex, I didn't really care to know who Richard was or want to look into him or listen to anything that he did. So I missed out on a ton of his live streams and like being there. And I would pop in here and there. And then finally, when I started to do SciVive and got to know who he was and figured out, oh, this man is a genius and a philanthropist and has a heart of fucking gold. Cool. Then I kind of caught on, and I think I got a good year of Richard before he stopped streaming. So it's bittersweet, and I'm hopeful too. I honestly don't think he's going to stream until next year. I have a feeling he's going to wait and just not stream until 2025, because we don't need him to. We don't. I know I want him to. Are you kidding me? I would love that. 110%. I want to see Richard's sweet, wonderful face and hear his wonderful voice and, you know, just hear him talk about things and, oh, soothe us, Papa Richard, like teach us something, you know? And as much as I want that, again, I don't think it's really anything anyone needs, you know? I like that he's let the community run itself and that we have had to step up and we've had to do things on our own and we've had to figure it out for ourselves. And that's what I can't think of any other community in or out of crypto that has gone through these kinds of things that I'm not okay. Well, let me not put that. I'm not talking about in history, mind you. And I'm sure there are other communities who have gone through things that are worse. But you know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, like the communities that I've been in, I've been very fortunate and lucky. But you know, it's like this kind of community building where we're here figuring it all out on our own and, you know, trying to do the best we can with the tools that we've been given and building on top of what has been given to us. I think that builds character. And I'm hopeful that, you know, if you're feeling that anxiety right now, if you're feeling like you're on the edge and you just need to see a green candle or something, go outside and see some green grass. Or if you can't see green grass because it's the middle of winter wherever you are, look at the blue sky, the yellow sun. There's so much to be grateful for. You got to take some time out and breathe because this is just the beginning, right? We are just getting started. And there's going to be, if you're feeling that way right now, imagine having millions of dollars worth of crypto in your account because your candles are glorious green euphoria have happened. What are you going to do then? Are you going to be calm and cool and be able to, you know, DCA your way out? Or are you going to be anxious and crazy and, you know, staring at your computer screen all day long? Whatever you're doing now, you're going to take with you into the future unless you decide to calm yourself and breathe and find a way to fight the anxiety versus, you know, digging into it and, you know, building off of it with other people. There are people in this community that kind of play off of that. And, you know, I see that they, you know, kind of like energy vampires, right? They stir things up and want to stir the pot and make things crazy. And, you know, it's because they have their own crazy energy going on and they're trying to kind of suck you into their vortex. Don't do it. Go find your own little piece of peace and solitude and chill the fuck out. Because we're all gonna make it. We are. Wag me. Right, back to the chat. High five. High five. Yay. Let's see. Drick says, yes, we need a Justin like the Pie guys to make vids. Dude, for real. In fact, I hit Justin up, you know, just to find out, like, because he did some good stuff, for sure. We need someone that's going to come around and like do, you know, I was kicking myself because I was like, you know, instead of just sitting there running the live stream and doing whatever else I was doing, which I needed to be there doing what I was doing. But part of me was like, oh, I could have set up another camera and like put another video thing somewhere and done another thing, you know? That's just the thing is there's 3 of us. It's myself, Black Hexakin, and RG3. That's the team for PulseChain Tour. We do everything. So we have no camera guy. Like, I mean, you know, people like Drix, bless your heart for taking pictures. And Michelle, bless her heart for taking pictures because we don't have time to, we don't have the bandwidth to do that. So again, I'm going to put that one more out there one more time in case there's more people watching. If you have those skills and you either want to come to an event and do some video, take some shots, do some things, or you can compile video, put some stuff together, make us a little trailer, something for the rest of the year, anything. We need it. I'd love it. DM me. I'm AWildSJ on all of the social medias. You can find me. My DMs are open. They are open. And Smoke Street, I see what you're saying, but you should check out our NFT loyalty program and it might actually end up being worth it to you. That's part of why I said that. Our NFTs actually have a use case behind them. All right. Toot it. Thanks, girl. Appreciate you. PulseChain Chef says you can flow or crash. You form what you want to become by the energy you create and surround yourself with. Be water, my friend. I love that. I actually had a I guess guy I was dating one time told me that I was like water, and I thought, what a cool compliment, you know? Like I mean, I was super hippie. So, what? What? You did not know? How did you not know this? Inviting freedom? Yes, yes, yes. Girl, are you gonna be there? I want to see you. Come to Utah, April 13th. Yeah, it's on the PulseChain tour. Oh my God, please, please come say hi. We're gonna be just south of Salt Lake. So we'll be at a place called Nerd United in Lehigh, April 13th. Yay. All right, let's see what else. CI says, yeah, it's a trap and an infinite cliffhanger. These TikToks, aren't they soon to be prohibited in the US? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's up with that, but I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't be mad about it. I think that there is some good. There are some cool things that you can learn about or see or do on the TikToks, but man, I just, the whole like attention span of people having to be less than 30 seconds is wretched. I think that's terrible. And that's been on and on and on going for a while. Oh my God, this makes my heart so happy. Inviting Freedom says, oh my God, guess who's buying tickets to Utah's event? I'm not telling. Yes, very cool. Very cool. Clickbait. Yeah, Drakes, that's what I was trying to say. Clickbait. Thank you. Oh man. All right. Lit and Crypto Profeta. Rewatch their streams. I can recommend you will get secret sauce and alpha from these guys. Yeah, I think they just streamed yesterday or very, very recently. Inviting Freedom says these people have no idea what he's actually creating for real, girl. You know, like because we're on that permaculture, you know, forever, forever food forest tip. Which, by the way, in case you didn't know, Inviting Freedom, I don't know if you've seen this or like I'll tag you in this series of posts, but there was an interchange between Hexlina and myself about permaculture and food forests and stuff and how we're going to be neighbors in Hexaco and we're going to build food forests together. And I didn't realize Hexlina was like on that tip too. So I'm super stoked to someday, Hexlina, I want to shake your hand and give you a hug. Smokestream says, I'll fire up my Pixio and get busy with the video. What is the content of the video work you were looking for? So it's just all of the PulseChain tour stuff. I have a Dropbox full of content. I have tons of pictures. I have a link to Drix has taken pictures for us a couple different times. Michelle's got a shit ton of photos on her Instagram account I can link you to. I just want something, honestly, the coolest thing for video content for us right now would be to have kind of an evergreen trailer that's like within 30 seconds to a minute that talks about all of the dates that we have currently listed from now until I think the latest date we have right now is September. There's a cruise. So just all of that laid out with like clips of, you know, some of the speakers we've had in the past, like everyone having a good time, like come to these events because they're awesome, right? You know, just something that's going to get people's attention, get them interested in coming to the tour. So I appreciate you. You should definitely please reach out to me on any social media. Just let me know, like, hey, this is Smokestream from YouTube. Or if email is better, like if you don't want to use any kind of social media, I am also awildsj@gmail.com. Simple as that. CI says every Richard stream feels like a birthday and Christmas gift. Man, these were wild times. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I missed out on on getting to that point. Let me see real quick. Hold the phone, everyone. Hold the phone. Okay, great. So what else? Inviting Freedom. This is the real deal. This is crypto history. 100%, y'all. Like, it's hard sometimes, I think, for us to focus on the bigger picture or remember the bigger picture because we're here. We're in our tiny little microcosm of the world. We all know what crypto is. We all know what DeFi is. But remember, 97% of the world does not. They have no clue. And we're very much on the precipice of, I think, seeing that change. And I think AI is going to play a part in getting over that barrier and creating a way for many more people to come into crypto and to understand what DeFi is. He's creating an ecosystem that is geared to be one of the most, if not the number one self-sustaining communities. This is huge when you understand the depth. 100%. You know what, Inviting Freedom? You're making me think right now. So what if part of this, right? Part of what we're going through right now and what we're doing and what Richard is seeing, because you all know he's watching, right? Like, he's not just abandoned everyone. I mean, if he wasn't watching and listening, he wouldn't be tweeting. He wouldn't be saying some of the things that he's saying. He has an agenda, and we're a big part of it. Again, I've said this umpteenth times. The thing he is most proud of is the community. It's us. Are you making him proud? Are you? Are you doing things that would make Richard proud? If you care so much about him and his coins and whatever he's doing, are you doing things that would show him? And this, of course, this is where it gets kind of culty, where we're feeling that vibe, right? But it's cool for me as someone who's not religious and not really part of any other kind of organization, except that I did just start karate. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But and also, and let me, daddy issues. Let me just say that I didn't really have that kind of feeling with my family either, mom or dad. I never really had that, oh, I want to make my parents proud. I'm just such an independent hippie. I was just doing my own thing all my life and didn't really give a fuck if they cared or not, or if they thought, I was doing a great job or not. Luckily I was a good kid. I got good grades. I did the good things, but it was never for them. I never was thinking, oh, I have to do this so my parents will think I'm fantastic. That was never a thought in my mind. So to have someone like Richard in our lives and to want to do things and promote things and encourage things that lift him up and lift up his ideologies, and like RH Max, that's his name stands for RH Maximalist. In that he's a maximalist on RH's values and ideals, and I feel that way too. That's part of why SciVive was such a huge part of my life, changed my life, and I am forever thankful to Richard for that. So all that to say, there's way more. Oh, that's where I was going with that, is what if Richard's kind of like not just shaking out the weak hands financially, but what if he's weaking out? What if he's shaking out the weak minds in terms of leadership, in terms of who's going to help him run this nation state? Because he's going to do it. He's going to. It's on his roadmap. Like, don't forget about that, right? It's not like he's forgotten about SciVive, or that he's forgotten about this nation state, or he's forgotten about any of these things that he wants to do. He just knows, and I'm hopeful too, that being someone who's in longevity and is hopefully doing a lot more of the right things these days in terms of being healthy and, looking towards the future, he's got to do this first. I think that this is just the stepping stone to the nation state. And I know I'm probably like way behind on the comments. So basically, yeah, I have a little theory about that, Inviting Freedom. Let's see. Oh, hey, I am being called. Hold on. I'm going to answer this. Hey, Crypto Kool-Aid, I'm streaming live right now, and I've answered the phone to speak to you live on stream. I have to do that too. Yeah, I love you and I miss you too. Bye. See? Community. I love that, man. That's how I got here. Crypto Kool-Aid is one of my bestest friends. I've known him for over 10 years. And to me, he was crazy, sweaty, dancing Larry before I even knew that he did crypto content at all, or that he was as brilliant as he is. So, and he just reminded me that I have to get shit ready for RG's stream. So let me run through these comments, and then I'm going to cut it off because we got other things going on, friends. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. I'm loving this in between between the Ebonics lever and inviting freedom. You guys are making me smile. Use case is the key for success, 100%. Talk is a psyop, 100%. Richard is the patron saint of crypto, yes, 100%. I love you too, inviting freedom. Really excited about this. I'm gonna kind of pass a couple of these real quick. I'm on X. Okay. Nice. That's cool. So I was going to ask you about this because you said Pixio. You mentioned Pixio a second ago, and that's super cool because I love Pixio. I don't know if you know about, like, are you in the Discord and you like Ross, like cool, awesome people. I love everything that they're doing. Let's see. Charles, what's up, Charles Fisher? Charles says we're in a bull run and RH is going to win against the SEC, not just for our ecosystem, but for crypto in general. Keep DCAing and holding. Hodl. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Charles. That is very true. And nice to meet you. I got to meet you in California. I think I met you in Cali. That feels right. But yeah, lovely to meet you. And I hope you're doing well. Also, hey, Charles and or anyone in Cali, we're going to do another mini meetup. Not put on by the PulseChain Tour. This is just something we've been chatting about in the California Telegram. There's two of them. There's a Cali Telegram chat, and then there's one that Will Stevenson put together. That's like a mega chat that has all these little sections in it. I'll put the link into that in a moment. Actually, let me do it right now because I will forget. So if you are in California, let me see, Cali Hexicans. Let me view group info. Here's the link. All right, so if you're in California, which is where I happen to be now, go ahead and join that group. Or alternatively, I like, this might be better, but until we're all kind of in the same space, I'm going to put out both. Will Stevenson, big fan of that dude. He created this Hex Meetups mega Telegram. So nearly anywhere that you are in the world, there is already a Telegram nestled under that for you to join. So check that out. Ross shouted you out. Nice. Very cool. Hi, Richard. Yeah. Hi, Richard. I hope Richard's watching. Richard's like Santa. He's watching. He is. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Weed the garden. Let's see. I'll read this too. Maybe you feel that for Richard because we understand Richard and have so much respect for what he began and created in such a small time already. Yep. With all the resistance from the mainstream. 100%. 100%. And I didn't even realize that Richard had so much hate, right? Like I didn't understand most of that until after he stopped streaming. I didn't, because again, like I was kind of late to the party. And while I did see him debating and things like that, I didn't have a bigger general view of the crypto world until much later on. So I just, part of me just wishes I would have done more earlier, but hey, I'm doing what I can now. Ink Nation, yes, Ink Nation. I am now LP farming on Pulse X. So watch the video I did yesterday if you want to know more about that. Hello, my love, Crypto Kool-Aid. Someone is streaming. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. All involved. Another X Space is coming up Wednesday. Nice. I might not be able to be there. I don't know if you heard me talking about it, Smokestream, but I'm going to be in Vegas with my sweet, wonderful coworker. We are going to the Imagine AI Live in Vegas, which is a big AI conference. So I'm super excited about that. Let's see what else. So this is the California meetup. Kool-Aid says, ping me, do that. Win goat live stream. I love goats. I actually helped birth a set of twin goats. They were born during a thunderstorm, and my farm boss named one Thugnificent, and I named the other one Thor because he was born during a thunderstorm. And this is the big Telegram meetup thread that Will did. So check that out. I love all them berries. I love berries all day long. Mulberries. Have you ever had a boysenberry though? Did you know? Will is the man. Yeah, you get to hang out with him. I'm super jealous. He told me that he goes to hang out with you all the time. And I'm just like, my friends, give him a hug for me. Let's see. All right. So win ink pen liquidity pool. I don't even know what that is. I believe on the twits. Thank you always. Hello. All right, everybody. Hello, goodbye. I've got shit to do. Check out Chatting with the Captain in about 30 minutes. We are going to be going live with Mark from the Forge. big announcement. There's going to be a brand new show on Discourse Syndicate involving Mark from the Forge. So come hang out in about half an hour. I will see you there. I may or may not be on stream. Probably not. But you know me. Every now and then I kind of like to just like pop in there and say hello. But